Hello and welcome to the next session of the Kingdom Planty. Last lecture we have to study the three main divisions, that means division Thallophyta, division Bryophyta, division Pteridophyta. So these three divisions are included in cryptogams, that means non-flowering seedless plants. So Thallophyta are nothing but algae, complete aquatic. Then Bryophyta are the amphibian plants, amphibian, and Pteridophyta are the first true terrestrial plants. So today we are going to discuss about the phanerogams, that means flowering plants and having a seeds with seeds, seed bearing plants. So phanerogams having two important main divisions, that means gymnosperms and angiosperms. So let's first study about the gymnosperms is the main division of the phanerogram. So division gymnosperm. Division gymnosperms. So firstly, the gymno is nothing but open. जिम्नोचा मीनिंग आहे ओपन and sperms are nothing but seeds. So a group of plants which produce seeds which are open, which are naked, that means seeds are not covered by fruit. So fruit is completely absent because ovary is absent, but seeds are open, and open seeds bearing plants are considered in the group gymnosperms. So gymno means open and sperms means seed. So the gymnosperms are the first flower bearing plants, but here flower is less developed, not well developed. Why flower is less developed? Because ovary is absent, ovules present, that's why seeds are open. So it is also called as primitive flowering plants, also known as primitive flowering plants. So called as primitive flowering plants. So flowers are the present but less developed. First time flower bearing plants आपण पाहणार आहे, and that's why it is called as primitive flowering plants. So one by one let's study the characters, general characters. So habitat, generally these plants are the mostly terrestrial. So terrestrial, that means land plants. Then plant body. आपण प्रिव्हियस टॉपिकमध्ये पाहिलेलं आहे की थॅलोफायटा हे थॅलस लाईक बॉडी असते, ब्रायोफायटामध्ये लेस डेव्हलप्ड बॉडी असते, टेरिडोफायटामध्ये डेव्हलप्ड असते, याही ठिकाणी डेव्हलप्ड असते. सो प्लांट बॉडी इज डेव्हलप्ड. So root, stem, leaves, even flower, even seeds are present. So plant body becomes developed. Vegetative parts develop झालेले असतात. Then root system. Here root system is taproot type. So roots are taproots. Taproot in the sense main root is present. Adventitious roots having the fibrous thin filament, main root is absent, but in case of taproot main root is present. याला आपण taproot system म्हणत असतो. Then stem is aerial above the ground level, hard असतं, woody natureचं असतं. So aerial, hard, woody. Then leaves प्रेझेंट सिंपल कंपाऊंड असतात. फॉलिएज लीव्स, स्केली लीव्स अशा दोन प्रकारचे लीव्स असतात. हाही पार्ट आपण पुढं जनरल फीचर्समध्ये डिटेल बघणार आहे. सो फॉलिएज अँड स्कॅली आपण हे दोन्ही टाइप्स डिटेल बघणार आहे. फॉलिएज लीव्स काय असतात, स्कॅली लीव्स काय असतात हे आपण बघणार आहे. सिंपल कंपाऊंड टाइपचे लीव्स असतात. देन flowers present but less developed because ovary part is absent. So calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium present but ovary absent, so flowers are less developed. So that's why called as primitive flowering plants. Then seeds are present but open seeds are present but open seeds. Next, fruits. Here fruits are absent because ovary part is absent. Ovary is absent. So this is the female sex organ. So stigma, style, what we called as thin filament is called as style. This large spherical structure is called as ovary. This ovary contains one or more spherical structures known as ovules, maybe single or many ovules. So this whole structure is called as carpel, is a part of gynoecium. Gynac means female sex organ असतं. So this is the female sex organ. When pollen grains are shaded on the stigma, transfer on the stigma, called as pollination. What do we call as pollination? So these pollen grains from anther to the stigma transfer, this process is called as pollination. After pollination, pollen grain get germinate to produce pollen tube and transfer the male gamete inside the ovule. So ovule contains female gamete, the pollen tube contains male gamete. Male and female gamete fuse together. This process is known as fertilization. When fertilization occurs, male gamete and female gamete come together to produce the zygote. So this is the haploid yon, one set of chromosome, but the zygote having two sets of chromosome. Diploid stage is known as fertilization, and after fertilization, this ovary converted into fruit and ovules are converted into seeds. So seeds are formed from ovules and fruit is formed from ovary. Clear? But here in case of gymnosperms, this outer spherical part, that means ovary part, is completely absent. So ovary part is absent. Then fruit is absent. Clear? So fruits are absent because ovaries are absent. So seeds, ovules having converted into seeds. So seeds are open because they are uncovered. They are not covered by fruit. So seeds are open, and open seeds are known as gymnosperms. फिमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन त्याचे वेगवेगळे पार्ट्स आहेत. हे फ्लावरच्या पार्ट्समध्ये आपण अभ्यासलेलं आहे. तर या ठिकाणी मात्र फ्रूट नसतं कारण ओव्हरी पार्ट नसतो. सीड्स असतात कारण ओव्ह्यूल्स असतात आणि ओव्ह्यूल ओपन असतात म्हणून सीड्स या ओपन सीड्स असतात. ओके. नेक्स्ट रिप्रोडक्शनचा पार्ट असतो. So reproduction, asexual reproduction. So formation of young ones of same type, same kind. स्वतःसारखेच नवीन ऑर्गॅनिझम तयार करणं याला आपण रिप्रोडक्शन म्हणतो. हे असेक्स्युअल आणि सेक्स्युअल म्हणजे विदाऊट सेक्स ऑर्गन होतं याला काय म्हणायचं असेक्स्युअल रिप्रोडक्शन. विथ सेक्स ऑर्गन होतं याला काय म्हणायचं सेक्स्युअल रिप्रोडक्शन. पण जर ते असेक्स्युअल रिप्रोडक्शन असेल इफ reproduced by asexual, then it takes place through spores, by spores. So asexual reproduction takes place by spores. So these spherical structures are known as spores. Spores shows the asexual reproduction. Then sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, it takes place through gametes, sex organ, male sex organ, female sex organ. Male sex organ produce male gamete, female sex organ produce female gametes. So sexual reproduction takes place by gametes. Male and female gametes असतात. मेल गॅमेट फिमेल गॅमेट या दोघांच्या मार्फत सेक्स्युअल रिप्रोडक्शन होत असतं. आता आपण बघितलंय की जर या ठिकाणी फ्लावर असेल तर इथं पॉलिनेशन होतं आणि हे पॉलिनेशन मोस्टली थ्रू विंडो होतं. सो पॉलिनेशन, डू यू नो पॉलिनेशन? ट्रान्सफर ऑफ पोलन ग्रेन. वन्स अगेन दिस इज द मेल सेक्स ऑर्गन, स्टॅमेन, एंड्रोइसियम. फुलामध्ये जे मेल सेक्स ऑर्गन असतं याला एंड्रोइसियम म्हणायचं, म्हणजे मेल सेक्स ऑर्गन आहे. ओके. याच्या मेल सेक्स ऑर्गनच्या सिंगल स्ट्रक्चरला काय म्हणायचं? अनेक असतात, मेनी असतात. collectively called as androecium, but single structure is known as stamen, and stamen having two important part, anther and filament. So thin part is known as filament and lobed part is known as anther. These anther produce the pollen grains. Pollen grains during maturity. Then these pollen grains are transferred to the female sex organ. आता हे सगळं तुम्हाला माहित आहे, याला स्टिग्मा म्हणायचं. So the filament is called as style. Outer is known as ovary and inner is known as ovule. But in case of gymnosperms, this ovary part is absent. So ovule is present. When these pollen grains are transferred from anther to the stigma, this process is known as pollination. In Marathi, it is called as परागसिंचन. मराठीमध्ये आपण त्याला परागसिंचन म्हणतो. अँथरमध्ये तयार झालेले पोलन ग्रेन्स मेल सिस्टीमचा पार्ट आहे. हा स्टिग्माकडे जाणं, मग तो हवेतून जाईल, पक्ष्यांच्या मार्फत जाईल, त्याला एजंट लागतो. क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन असेल तर ओह्यूलपर्यंत जातो, याला म्हणायचं पॉइल पॉलिनेशन. इथं पडल्यानंतर मग फर्टिलायझेशन होतं आणि मग सीड तयार होते, ओपन सीड. सो पॉलिनेशन इट टेक्स प्लेस थ्रू विंड. इन केस ऑफ जिम्नोस्पर्म्स थ्रू विंड, दॅट मीन्स एअर. हवेतून हे पोलन ग्रेन पुढे जातात आणि स्टिग्मावरती जाऊन पडतात. सो पॉलिनेशन टेक्स प्लेस थ्रू विंड. पॉलिनेशन कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर झाला आहे. हा पार्ट आपण पुढे अजून डिटेल बघणार आहे. ओके, नेक्स्ट लाईफ सायकल. मेल फिमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन काय काय आहेत हेही आपल्याला पाहायचं आहे. सेक्स ऑर्गन्स, so in case of gymnosperm, male and female sex organs are present. So having two male and female. So male sex organ is known as microsporophyll. Maybe ask for MCQ. Microsporophyll. Micro in the sense small size, organ which produce these small size spores called as microspores. So microsporophyll which produce microspores. Microspores which develop to produce male gametes. Which produce male gametes. Male gametes, right? So this is the male sex organ known as microsporophyll, produce microspores which develop into male gametes. Then female sex organ, female cone, what we called as megasporophyll. Megasporophyll. So keep in mind this micro is related with male and mega is related with female. So micro meaning small size spore, and mega meaning large size spore. So which produce megaspore. So microsporophyll produce microspores. Likewise megasporophyll produce megaspores. So this microspore develop to form male gametes. Likewise megaspore develop to produce female gamete. Produce female gametes. So make the comparison so it is easy to understand. So male, female, microsporophyll, megasporophyll, microspores, megaspores, male gametes and female gametes. So micro is related with male system, mega is related with female system. So these are the sex organs of the gymnosperms. Then fertilization. मेल फिमेल गॅमेट एकत्र येणं याला आपण म्हणत असतो फर्टिलायझेशन. नंबर 13 fertilization. So this fertilization, that means fusion of male and female gametes takes place through a pollen tube, a tube which is formed from pollen grain known as pollen tube. So takes place through pollen tube. And then life cycle, do you know? Very common. Life cycle, it takes place in case of all plants. It takes place by alternation of generation. Takes place through alternation of generation. So spores gametes alternate to each other, known as alternation of generations. For example, example. So important unbranched example is of cycas, and branched example is of pinus. So these are the two important gymnosperms. Okay, once again, habitat terrestrial. So plant body is developed, all plants present except fruit. Roots are taproot type, stem becomes aerial hard woody, leaves are foliage and scaly type, dimorphic leaves, flower less developed, ovary absent, seeds open seeds present, fruits are completely absent, asexual reproduction by spores, sexual reproduction by gametes, then pollination takes place through wind, air, then sex organs having two types, microsporophyle, megasporophyle, male, female, microspores, megaspores, male gamete, female gamete, right? So these gametes come together is known as fertilization, and this fertilization takes place through pollen tube. This pollen tube, so suppose this is pollen tube which contains the male gametes, and this pollen tube carry the male gametes towards the female gamete, so takes place through pollen tube. And the life cycle becomes alternation of generation. Do you know spores gametes alternate to each other, so called as alternation of generation. And two important examples, cycas and pinus, are the important example of the gymnosperms. Okay, so these are the general features of the gymnosperms. व्हिडिओ पॉज करा आणि हे जनरल कॅरेक्टर्स आहेत हे नोटमध्ये वन बाय वन नोट करा. ओके, चला तुम्ही ते जनरल कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स लिहून घेतलेले असतील. अदर मेन फीचर्स आपल्याला बघायचे आहेत. याचे मेन फीचर्स सो मेन फीचर्स इन्क्लूड्स सीड्स. बोर्डवरती दोन मुख्य वैशिष्ट्ये पाहायलाच मिळतील. जिम्नोस्पर्म्स हॅव्हिंग ओपन सीड्स. These are the primitive flowering plants. Primitive flowering plants. पहिल्यांदा या ठिकाणी फ्लावर्स तयार झालेले आहेत म्हणून याला म्हणायचं प्रिमिटिव्ह फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स. सो they having 70 genera and 1000 species throughout the world. So includes 70 genera and about 1000 species in world, in case of world. So in case of India, they having a 16 genera and 53 species. So 16 genera and about 53 species in India, in case of India. Okay, so these produce the naked seeds, that means open seeds. It is also called as naked seeds, that means open seeds. Primitive flowering plant, 70 genera and 1000 species around the world, 16 genera and 53 species in case of India. So this gymnosperm shows some association with other organism, shows some association with other organism through their roots, with roots किंवा थ्रू रूट्स म्हणू आपण. association through roots. आता याच्यामध्ये दोन प्रकारचे रूट्स आहेत. नंबर 1 जसं की कोरोलाइड रूट्स म्हणतो, कोरोलाइड रूट्स. and number 2 mycorrhiza roots. Mycorrhiza roots. So these are the associated roots. So coralloid roots are the related with cycas roots. So coralloid roots of cycas and mycorrhiza roots of pinus shows association with. So these coralloid roots shows association, संघटन म्हणतो, दोन्ही एकत्र येऊन एकमेकाच्या फायद्यासाठी काम करणं, याला बेनिफिशियल असोसिएशन म्हणतो. सो कोरोलाइड रूट्स ऑफ द सायकस शोज असोसिएशन विथ द ब्ल्यू ग्रीन अल्गी. ब्ल्यू ग्रीन अल्गी. So blue green algae prepare their own food supply to the coralloid roots, and coralloid roots supply protection and food to the blue green algae. So these supply food to the coralloid, and coralloid root gives protection to this blue green algae. So beneficial association. And this mycorrhiza, myco means fungus, rhiza means roots. So related with shows association with fungi. फंगसचे असोसिएशन करतं आणि याचं असोसिएशन आहे ब्ल्यू ग्रीन अल्गी, कॉमनली कॉल्ड एज BGA. ब्ल्यू ग्रीन अल्गी association. So cycas and pinus roots. So cycas is a unbranched and branched stem. So having stem type, having two type of stem, unbranched and branched. So unbranched stem is present in case of cycas. So cycas having unbranched stem without branches, but pinus having branched stem, having a branched stem. Then leaves, important part, leaves. So leaves are dimorphic, that means two type, dimorphic having two types. One is foliage leaves, and another one is a scaly leaves. So these foliage leaves are the green in color, shows photosynthesis, but scaly leaves are brown in color. These are foliage leaves are needle like, but these scaly leaves are thin and membranous. Leaves. So these are the different two types of leaves: foliage leaves, scaly leaves, green color, brown color, needle like, membranous. So these main features: open seeds, primitive flowering, number of genera and species in case of world and India. Association ही बघितलं आपण, स्टेम ब्रँचड अनब्रँचड बघितलं, आणि लिव्हचे दोन टाईप आहेत, फॉलिएज लिव्ज अँड स्कॅली लिव्ज. हे जे मेन फीचर्स आहेत, हे मेन फीचर्स लिहून घ्या नोटबुकमध्ये 1 by 1. ओके, चला तुम्ही लिहून घेतलेले असतील. या व्यतिरिक्तही अजून काही युनिक फीचर्स आहेत, जसं की लिव्हिंग फॉसिल म्हटलं जातं याच्यामध्ये. लिव्हिंग फॉसिल. फॉसिल इज नथिंग बट डेड रिमेन्स, मृत अवशेष, जीवाश्म म्हणतो आपण. शिल्लक राहिलेले डेड पार्ट्स, जसं की डायनोसॉराचे आपल्याला स्केलेटन मिळतात त्याला आपण फॉसिल म्हणत असतो. तसं वनस्पतीमध्ये सुद्धा काही ज्या पूर्वीच्या काळी वनस्पती होत्या त्यांचे काही अवशेष शिल्लक राहिलेत त्याला फॉसिल म्हणतो आपण. पण लिव्हिंग फॉसिल का म्हणतोय किंवा त्याचं एक्झाम्पल आहे झिंको बिलोबा. झिंको बिलोबा may be asked for MCQ. It is known as a living fossil because number of fossil is more than living. So number of fossils is more than living form. So it occurs in fossil as well as living form, but number of fossil form is more than the living form, and that's why it is known as living fossil. Example is Ginkgo biloba is a type of gymnosperms. Then tallest gymnosperms. Next, tallest gymnosperms. So living tallest worldwide gymnosperm is a Sequoia sempervirens. Sequoia sempervirens. Sempervirens is the tallest gymnosperm living tallest living म्हणू आपण gymnosperm. Sequoia sempervirens. RENS. नेक्स्ट फीचर है स्मॉलेस्ट जिम्नोस्पर्म्स. स्मॉलेस्ट जिम्नोस्पर्म्स. सो वर्ल्ड वाइज स्मॉलेस्ट जगातील सर्वात लहान झामिया पायग्मेया. झामिया पायग्मेया. So this is the smallest gymnosperm, this is the tallest, and this is the living fossil. So largest girth thickness is of taxodium. म्हणजे एखाद्या खोडाची जाडी जास्त असते याला आपण लार्जेस्ट ग्रीथ म्हणतो, टॅक्झोडियम. या टॅक्झोडियममध्ये लार्जेस्ट ग्रीथ आहे टॅक्झोडियमची म्युक्रोनॅटम. टॅक्झोडियम मिक्रोनॅटम इज अ लार्जेस्ट ग्रीथ. आता हे जे टॉलेस्ट जिम्नोस्पर्म आहे म्हणजे त्याची हाईट किती असू शकते हे आपण बघूया. इज ऑफ 366 फीट. दॅट्स वाय टॉलेस्ट. स्मॉलेस्ट जिम्नोस्पर्म हॅविंग द लेंथ 25 cm. ओनली 25 cm centimeter. And the largest girth Taxodium micronatum is of 125 feet. So these are the unique features living fossil. त्याचं एक्झाम्पल आहे टॉलेस्ट जिम्नोस्पर्म्स लिव्हिंगमध्ये, स्मॉलेस्ट जिम्नोस्पर्म्स त्याच्यामध्ये पाहिलेलं आहे, आणि लार्जेस्ट ग्रीथ हे आपण बघितलेलं आहे. अँड द लास्ट पॉईंट इज ऑफ इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ जिम्नोस्पर्म्स. सो इकॉनॉमिक इम्पॉर्टन्स. Economic importance of gymnosperms. So two important gymnosperms, Cycas and Pinus. So Cycas, number 1, Cycas, number 2, Pinus. So mostly Cycas is used as a ornamental plant, as a ornamental plant in case of garden. गार्डनमध्ये आपण शोभेची वनस्पती म्हणून सायकसला प्लांटेशन करू शकतो, युज्ड ॲज ऑर्नामेंटल प्लांट्स. अँड दी पायनस युज्ड फॉर मल्टिपल पर्पज लाईक पायनस वूड आहे, टर्पेंटाईन ऑइल आहे अँड पायनस रेझिन. सो पायनस इज युज्ड फॉर पायनस वूड, पायनस वूड म्हणून त्याचा वापर केला जातो. टर्पेंटाईन oil and also used as a pinus resin in chemical industries. So pinus resin in chemical industries. So overlook this once again. Living fossil is ginkgo biloba. Why it is called as a living fossil? Because number of fossil is more than the living form. Then the tallest gymnosperms is Sequoia sempervirens. Height is about 366 feet. Then smallest gymnosperm is a Zamia pygmea, having height is about 25 cm. Then largest growth thickness a Taxodium macronatum, having the growth is about 125 feet. And then economic importance of Cycas and Pinus. Mostly Cycas is used for ornamental purpose, ornamental plant, and Pinus gives the pinus wood, gives the turpentine oil, as well as gives the pinus resin, mostly used in chemical industry. So this finish the division. Gymnosperm is a primitive flowering plants, also called as open seeded plants, known as gymnosperms. So about angiosperms we have to study in next lecture. So this is about gymnosperms. व्यवस्थित अभ्यास करा, काही शंका असतील तर विचारा. हे व्यवस्थित नोटमध्ये लिहून घ्या, पॉईंट वाईज पॉईंट लिहून घ्या.